Hey you guys, welcome back to Plan with Bee. It's Berlin here. Today I have a planner flip for you guys. This has been so requested over on my Instagram. I've gotten so many DMs and so many comments asking if I can do a planner flip soon because I think my last one was in January. It was of my VDS and I just got this planner and so I just swapped out all of my stuff from my VDS into here. I have a video that I just did where I showed you guys all about this planner. It is completely customized. I got it from Joyful Paw Prints on Etsy, and Andrea is the owner. She was amazing to work with. She and I spoke many times and she literally brought my vision to life with all of my customizations. I love this planner so much. And this is actually a traveler's notebook that I put rings in my strings. If you guys are interested in seeing how I do that and all the aspects and customizations of this planner, you guys can check out my prior video where I go into great detail about all of that and then just show you guys all the aspects of it. And we're gonna dive in to a flip. So right here in the front, I just have this slip pocket and I just have some receipts in here and little bits and pieces. Then when you get inside here, you can see that I have the rings right here in my strings. Again, if you want to know how to do this little planning hack, you guys can go over and check out the other video. But I wanted to get a planner from her shop so bad, and she does traveler's notebooks. So I knew that I was going to use this trick because I used to do this way back in the day whenever I wanted to turn my TNs into ring planners because I love traveler's notebooks. And I also love ring planners. Like I need that customization and versatility of the ring mechanism. So I was so happy to get this custom made and it just accommodates everything perfectly. So let's dive in here. So in this pocket here, I have just a bunch of random things, important papers, sticky notes. I have some like actual printed sticky notes, tons of them, most of them from my shop. Most of them are from my shop. Some of them are freebies, like this one from my website. And then I also have some from Perfectionism Prints. Love her shop as well. And I will be linking everything down below that I mentioned to you guys, just so you know. So if you miss anything or want to check anything out, you can check out my description. Over here in the pocket, I just have this giant clip here. And little things like this are all linked on my Amazon favorites page on my website, so you guys can go check that out as well. It's very easy to navigate my website. It's planwithbee.com, and you guys can go on there and you can go to my printables page where you can shop and see like everything that I have in my shop laid out there, and then click it and it'll bring you to my Etsy shop to that specific insert. You guys can go on my freebies page, which has tons of freebies that you guys can download and print for your planners, as well as like digital wallpapers. And I also have my Amazon favorites page, which has everything linked, as well, of course, as blog posts with information and things that'll bring you to like my YouTube channel. So in this pocket here, it's just like a little top loading slip. I have this, which just says if found, and it has my name and my Instagram handle, which is @_planwithbee_. And a little flower. I got this from Sandoodles Desk. She is on Etsy. I absolutely love this so much. It's so cute. And usually I have it like just tucked in so the little ribbons are hanging out of the top of my planner, but I just stuck it in here when I swapped everything over. I also have a bunch of my like date dots, which are linked on my Amazon favorites page. And I just have this that says good vibes only. This is a very, very old freebie that's on my website, but I really like this. So I just have that tucked in here as well. Over here, I just have an ollie clip. I love ollie clips. And then I have an old note that my daughter wrote to me. And these clear dividers, covers, these are from Dividers Are Us. And they're very like sturdy, but they're also very flexible. I really like these, and they're thin, so they don't bulk up the planner too much. And then all of my white dividers here that you guys see that have like the typing on them, these are all ones that I DIY'd myself. Then behind here, I just have this beautiful graphic, which is from Kailani Design Co. on Etsy. This clear plastic here, this is from Dividers R Us, and I had a bunch of them that I had purchased, so I actually took a couple of them and I cut off the tab to use it as just like something that I can put my sticky adhesive business card pockets on, just so that I like had a place to stick some things. So that's what I did with this, and those little pouches here, these adhesive pockets, are linked on my Amazon favorites page, and in here I have more sticky dots, and I have a little like if I can even get it out, a little task reminders card in here. Just has a few things that sometimes I stick to my weekly or monthly. Of course, this is inspired by Maddie Plans. And then this is a little like planner card that I printed. There was a couple of them on the page, and this is from Posh Papetrie. So I love this. It says mindset is everything. It's really pretty and simple. And then I have some sticky notes here. These are from Perfectionism Prints. And then on the back here, I just have another set of sticky notes here. This is a freebie on my website. This is from Perfectionism Prints. This is one from my Etsy shop, the Florals. And then it goes into my inbox section. Again, more stickies. I have stickies everywhere. These removable page tabs are all linked on my Amazon favorites. And then this little coffee cup is also from Sandoodles Desk. And it was so cute. I just wrote Bee on it and stuck it on here. I've been like kind of decorating my little tabs here, my removable tabs, to just add a little pizzazz. And then this right here is a vellum freebie from my website. I have multiple vellum freebies that you just print out on a full sheet, and then you can cut it down to whatever size your planner is. And you don't have to print it on vellum, you could print it on paper as well, like cardstock or something, whatever you want. Behind that I have my coded inbox, which is from my shop. And let me just show you guys, I really simplified mine. I basically, for my coding, what I'm doing now, and I'm doing this because I don't carry like a ton of highlighters or colors on me, except for what you see like right here on the side. And basically what I do is I just write down my inbox. And you guys know from my running inbox, I also text myself a lot. So if my planner's out, I write it down. If I'm like laying in bed at night, I'll text myself and then look at those texts the next morning. And I just keep a running list of everything that I have to remember to do. And then in the code section here, which you could code by color, letter, number, symbol, whatever you want. I just have where things are more urgent that need to get done sooner. I just put like my Tombow right here, just so it stands out to me. I'm all about coding. I'm all about making things more functional and just like super streamlined. But I want to show you guys an example, because in the listing in my shop, you get the coded inbox insert as well as an inbox key. So you could print it on a sticky note, or you can print it on paper and just like hole punch it in here, or you can laminate it and use it as a card. But anyways, I just wanted to show you guys quickly like an example. You can do this however you want. You can code by like the GTD method. You can do it by urgency. You can do it by task level. You can do it by person. But this is like kind of how I started when I was going to use it with all the colors, and it just kind of had like a different key for everything so I could see. But quite frankly, like the way my brain works, I just like need it simplified. So I just wanted to share this with you for anybody who is interested in like super color coding their inbox or anything like that. But I just like to keep it simple and just have the really urgent things stand out to me, because obviously everything on this list has to get done. If it's not something that has to get done anytime soon, it goes on my someday maybe list. So, and then I just have a sticky note. This is from my shop. And then I have my coded brain dump inserts, which kind of are like a coded inbox, but you have more space. So you can write your idea, the details, check it off. And then over here, you can code it with your colors. That's another listing in my shop. Then I have my hybrid inbox. And oh, I just want to mention to you guys, so some of you guys might be looking at these thinking, wow, these look a little different than what we used to see, because these inserts are from like a year ago. However, I just want to show you, recently I've been doing a project, a very big project, and I'm calling it my RRR project. And basically what it is I am reformatting, refreshing, and relisting all of my printable planner inserts in my Etsy shop. And there's a ton that I'm going through. So what I'm basically doing is I really wanted to accommodate those who really love printing on pre-cut, pre-punched paper. I did not have that version in my shop before, and it's becoming very popular. People are buying pre-cut paper. Let me show you guys. Here's an example of this is Handy Forms. It's on Amazon and I have it linked in my Amazon favorites page. But basically it's just pre-cut, pre-punched paper like this. And then you set your printer settings to it and just print right on that paper so that you don't have to worry about trimming or anything. And prior to that, all of my inserts you had to print on like letter paper, and then you'd have to trim it down and punch them. So I really wanted to accommodate those who really love printing on pre-cut paper. It's becoming much more popular. And in doing so, going back through all of my inserts, which there are hundreds when you take apart all of the like mini little duos and trios, I decided I wanted to refresh them while I was doing it. So basically it's still like the same design and it's still what you guys are used to seeing, but with some tweaks. So let me just show you guys an example. So here's like my appointment log. Here is the very old version and here is the refreshed version. You can just see I didn't like the boxed in look anymore. I just took off those lines and I have this space closed up. The font is ever so slightly changed just to make it a little clearer. You can see like this prints much nicer than this one. So overall it just looks cleaner. And same thing if you look at my like spoke to log right here, you can see the difference. They just look cleaner, neater, and I just feel like you get a little more use out of the page because you're not being boxed in. So it almost feels like you have a little more space on the page. And I went through, I have been doing this to every single one of my inserts, which is a huge project and is taking a while, but I have gotten a lot done so far and I still have quite a big chunk left to do. So I just wanted to let you guys know that in my shop, if you guys see a mauve pinkish color background listing, that is an old version. That's one that you can only print on letter paper and then you have to trim it yourself. And it also has kind of like the older style, which is very similar. They're not that different, but you can just see how it's cleaner. And then anything with the gray background, those are the new relisted. So I'm like actually deleting the old listings and then relisting the new refreshed ones. And that's just kind of like so you guys know the difference. And those have the option to print on the letter size paper and trim it yourself, as well as printing on pre-cut paper. I just wanted to like let you guys know that in case you're like looking at these going, why does that look a little different than the one that I bought a year ago? So I just wanted to put that out there. And I'm also taking apart like all of my little trios and duos because I wanted it to be very like customizable to exactly what you guys want to purchase. So I didn't want you guys to have to buy a huge bundle with items in it that you didn't want if you were just looking for one specific insert in that bundle. So I took them apart so that you guys could just really tailor down your planners. So honestly, like it's just, I'm all about the functionality, streamlining it, and just making it easier on everyone. So you guys have responded so well to my RRR project. I'm so happy you guys are so excited about it. I'm super excited about it. However, it's like crazy going back through all of my old designs because there's so many, and just refreshing them and reformatting them because it's taking a long time and I have so many new items that I want to get up and I'm very excited about them and I can't wait to get to them, but I want to like make sure I get everything finished with the old stuff first. So just so you guys know, as I'm doing this, I am working on it as fast as I can. But if there's something specifically you are waiting to purchase in the refreshed and reformatted version, please just reach out to me on Etsy and let me know. And I am happy to get it up in your planner size, put it up to the top of my list and get that done sooner. Sorry that I just did that whole spiel on you guys, but I just wanted to like inform you and kind of show you an example for those who didn't really know about it if you don't follow me on Instagram. I've been working on it ever since like the beginning of 2022. So yeah, lots of inserts to go through. Then let's get back to my planner. The next section is my currently section. So just more notes from my daughter. And my currently section is exactly that. It just holds anything current right now, anything that I'm referencing right now, working on right now. I just move into my currently section so I have an easy place where it's all gathered that I can go to. I made another one of these with the pockets, and in here I just have some of my little page tabs, more of my dots. Here's another sticky note. This is from my shop. And then another one of these paper clips. Then I have some pictures in here. I usually take out the pictures before I do planner flips because I don't want to show my daughter's face in any videos, but I decided to just cover it up because I didn't want to open these rings. These rings are new that I put in here because I had to buy new Krause rings, so they're like very, very stiff right now. So I didn't feel like opening everything and everything spilling out. So I just have some pictures. Then I have my library books insert because my daughter and I go to the library often, and I just like write how many books we checked out, when they're due back, and keep track. I have this in sticky note version too. You guys will notice there's a lot of inserts that are also in sticky note version in my shop and vice versa. So depending on how you want to plan, if you want a full sheet, if you just want a sticky note, you guys can go ahead and just like look in my shop for what you like. But as you can see, I like put little washi tape strips on my removable tabs. I just think it looks so cute and just adds a little pop. I used to use washi tape like crazy back in the day. And next I have my return log. And then I have an invites list for my daughter's recital coming up. So I just have that in here. There you can see like what it looks like on the back here. These floral note pages are also from my shop, and I just started like my address change list because we are hopefully moving this year. And I always have an address change list. Like I have a lot of these reference things in my Evernote file, and I just keep hold of them in case I ever were to lose, you know, the paper that I have or anything like that. But I just like to have an address change list so that when we move, I know exactly who I need to call or go online and change my address through. And basically I just have a bunch of stuff in here. You can see I just used a piece of washi tape and wrote house on it. Things pertaining to our home that we are hopefully moving into this year. So I just have tons of notes in here. I can't really show too much. I have like notes with the lenders, the realtors, everything like that. So, and then I have this here. This is just my note when I got this planner made. So this had all of my like ideas on it that I sent to Andrea and everything. And again, she knocked it out of the park, you guys. This planner, I love it so much. Then I have list inserts in here, just like categorized lists that you can write on. These are from my shop. More of my floral note pages. Then it goes into my spoke to log section. This is a sticky note, and I don't remember where I got it. I want to say Amazon, honestly, probably. So my spoke to log, I can't show you guys like the filled in information, but basically on my spoke to log, what I do is, let me show you a blank one. When I'm talking to anybody from an insurance company, from, you know, medical facilities or anything, or anything important, you know, talking to the realtors, lenders, everything like that, I write it on here so that my notes from them are not scattered everywhere in my planner. I can easily come to my spoke to log section and reference that. And it has come in handy so much because I can't tell you how many times, like, you know, I have to follow up with somebody and they're like, well, who did you speak to and when? Because we don't have any record of that. And I'm like, I have the record. Like, I will tell you the exact time, the date, who I spoke to, and what we talked about. So I reference this all the time. Love this. Anytime I get on the phone with anybody for anything important, I have this page open so I can fill it in. After that, it goes into my agenda section. This is another freebie from my website, the vellum printables. My task reminders list. This is something that I've had in my planners forever. I mean, over time I update them, and when I update them, I change the look of them a little bit, but like the task reminders themselves, they've been in my planners forever, for a very, very long time, and they're just so helpful. Not that I have to like look at them for like what I have to do daily or weekly or even necessarily monthly most of the time. I'm pretty good with what I need to do, but to see things on a seasonal basis, quarterly basis, yearly basis, and sometimes the monthly things, like it's nice to just see that overview. So when I'm making my like task list, I can go, let me check my task reminders and just see what do I need to remember. Then I have my Perpetual Calendar, which just has important dates. It's not just birthdays and anniversaries. I also have dates on here of like monumental things that I want to remember. So that is on this page. I have, every single year I buy these from Peanuts Planner Co. They are the dated yearly bundles. I will forever purchase these. They come in handy so, so much. And what I've used these for, I have years worth, you guys, years worth from the past that I still have, that basically I don't hold on to my monthlies, weeklies, dailies. I throw them away when I'm done with them pretty much. I'll keep a year's worth of monthlies in here, but other than that, I throw everything out unless it has something important on it. But what I like to use these for is all the important dates, the events, the appointments, things that I know I might need to reference in the future. I keep track on these inserts so that I can just look at them in the future in case I need to know when I last did something. I put some notes with them. They've come in handy so much. So I love these. I always keep the prior year and the current year in here with them. And then once I go into next year, I will take this year out and put it in the reference, which I'm glad that I have 2 A6 rings now, because that's what one of them is going to be for reference stuff. Then I have this, which also comes in the bundle, and I'm just marking off with some floral washi when the month is over. This is this year's yearly, and I just have a tab that says yearly. And I really love the look. She changed the look a tiny bit for this year, and I really, really like this a lot. Then I have this, which I love. It is a like pouch. It has a pocket and a pen loop on it, but it's also a page marker. It sticks up a little bit, and it's a jelly cover, but it's a jelly page marker. This is from Salty Katie Co, and I absolutely love this. She makes these for like, you know, your Hobonichis and notebooks that you can use for covers, and they're so pretty. And she has some new colors, and she has new like all clear ones out as well. But I just wanted something. I don't usually have like super decorated planners. It's very basic and very functional and very streamlined, and I just wanted a little pop of something, so I got one of these. I thought it was so cute, and I have my Zig dot marker hooked to it, and then inside I just have a couple photos of my daughter on the back and the front here. And I just like put a little bit, I did a little bit of like scrapbooking for this. I just thought it was a nice little like pop in my planner, just makes me smile. And then I have this little card, which I've held onto for so many dang years. Like, I love this little card from Cloth and Paper, and I just have that in there as well. And then here I have my appointment log, and this just, it is what it is. It has my appointments on it. And this is what a blank one looks like. And then over here it goes into my monthly overview. This brain dump sticky note is a freebie from my website. And then we go into my months here. So I have a whole year's worth in here. I always keep the year. And this is actually, so this is like a dated one, but I did these for myself for personal use, just dated them for myself. However, in my shop, the undated version of these, it's called the monthly snapshot, are available. It's the same layout. I am such a like one-page person. Week per page, day per page, month per page, like everything I like having on one page. And I think that just stems from me like not holding on to things, and I don't want to like have to break apart a month and have half of a month on one page, if that makes any sense. So I don't know, maybe that's where it stems from, but I'm just like such a one pager when it comes to an insert. So I dated these for personal use, but the undated version are in my shop if you're interested. But this is just what my monthly overviews look like. It's just a very quick snapshot of what I've got going on. I just use my little date dots to mark off the day to kind of stand out at me. I use my Tombow to mark off some other important things. I write in the important dates here. I write down some important notes and tasks. And then I'm using one of these again from Dividers Are Us that I trimmed off the tab. And I just have one of my removable tabs on the bottom because I wanted it to be on the bottom. And I just have this marking my day, and I cut slits in this one so that I could take it in and out. And then on the back of it, I just have like a blank, I just printed a blank like grid so that I could just do 2023 forward planning. And then I always keep a monthly extension in here. This is also, as you guys know, a very old insert from my shop. So many of these were like some of my very first inserts when I first opened my shop, which was a year ago. My 1 year anniversary of my shop just passed. So when I created all this stuff a year ago and opened my shop, like I was just like so excited and had all these ideas and like just went at it with so many things and put so many things in my shop. So when I've been going through my RRR project, it's been so fun to like go back through all of my old designs, and I've really like fallen in love with my old designs all over again. So I am keeping one monthly extension in here. I don't always need it, but should I need it, I can just pop this out and then just go to a month, put it right in here, and then I have more space to write tasks or some notes, and then I have a tracker here for the month for any kind of like tasks that have to be done. So I just keep that in my planner here in case I need it. And then another freebie vellum from my website goes into my weekly overview. I just have a little tab here with, this was literally the last little strip of this washi. This washi was so old, you guys, when I was digging through my stash, and I was like, oh, this is so little. I know exactly where this will fit. So I just have a weekly overview here. You guys can see I had my 1-year shop anniversary, and I just have multiple weeks in here just ready to go. These are all in my shop. And then I have, oh, I have another version of a weekly in my shop, and a daily in case I need a daily. I typically just scribble on notes paper, but then it goes into my work section. I can't really show you guys anything in here. And just so you guys know, like anywhere you see that craft sticky note that's blank, I'm just covering things up because there's personal information. So goes into my work section. I have a to-do list, which this is from my printable sticky note from my shop. Isn't this so cute? This came on my packaging from Sandoodles Desk, and I just thought it was so cute that I stuck it in here. Freebie. And in here, I just have like one of those Peanuts Planner Co. overviews for the year, lots of notes. I have a work inbox. I have, you know, contacts in here, guides. I have reference information. I have a bunch of stuff in here that I can't show you guys. So that's my work section. Then it goes into my project section. And in here, I just have more random notes. And this sticker is from Sandoodles Desk as well. I thought it was really cute. This is a printable from the Neutral Planner. It was the vicplans collab with her. So pretty. I love these so much. And I have that layered over top of this freebie, which is from Life as Monica on Instagram. And this used to be like in the front of my planner for a long time because look how pretty that looks layered, you guys. So I just stuck it here in my project section. And then behind here, I just have a couple of my project and event plan overviews. So whether I have a big project coming up or an event that I'm planning for, I have like my outline here that I can use. And I just keep a couple of those in here. And then I have, of course, you guys know my projects ongoing list here that just gives like an overview of all my projects and then a couple quick tasks that have to be done for them, because a lot of the projects, they're not like huge, but they're big enough that I need to break down some tasks. And these are from Perfectionism Prints, and I have a bunch of these in here filled in. I can't show you guys everything, but I'll show you a blank. So this is what a blank one looks like here. I love these so much. You can get them from Perfectionism Prints shop. And then it goes into my PlanWithBee section. Again, I can't show you guys too much in here. I have another one of these from the Neutral Planner vicplans collab. And then I have my Etsy key, which you guys have seen before, but I updated it so that I have my measurements on here. And I can't show you guys what else is in here, but I will tell you. So I have like a ton of guides, like for software that I use, stuff like when I first started using it that I made guides for, and I just have them in here for reference, not that I need them that often. I have like my inventory overviews in here for everything in my shop so that I can just see at a quick glance the sizes that I have it made in and see like what I still have to do. And that insert itself is in my shop, but I've always only had it in a 6 size because I made it for myself. But if you want it in a different size, just let me know. So I have my Etsy inventory overview, tons of notes, tons of guides, reference, some triggers lists for like when I'm creating freebies or when I'm creating new inserts. I just like created my own triggers list for that. Brain dumps, stuff like that. Ideas, content ideas for like when I'm filming videos, ideas for new inserts, ideas for freebies, lots of stuff. And then in the back, I just have my content creator stats tracker, which is another one from my shop that I have not updated in a very long time, but I just update all of my platforms and just to see like how it's growing. And then behind that, I have this beautiful image here that I printed on some like thicker paper. And this is from Posh Papetrie as well. So pretty. I love this. She has really pretty dashboards in her shop. Behind that goes into my finance section. Again, another section I can't show you guys too much into. This is another one from the Neutral Planner. I have more. I'm telling you guys, these from Peanuts Planner Co., the dated yearly overview bundles come in handy for so many different things. They are throughout my planner everywhere. So I have one of those in here. This just has like my daughter's extracurriculars and like the payment schedule on it. So I keep that in here. My financial key, this is from my shop. So this is like my coded financial key Then I have one for PlanWithBee and one for personal, and I can see everything coded against all my other stuff. I have a, right here, account register, and this is also a coded account register. These are all sold separately in my shop, but they all work together seamlessly if you guys are looking for some account financial type inserts. So my account register, I just have like an account details section where I put what the account is that I'm tracking, just, you know, write in. It's like a check register, but for all transactions. And then in the coding column, what I do is I color code depending on the category that it falls in, so that I can see things on a very well overview. Especially it comes in handy at tax time so much, so I love that. And then it goes into, I have to show you a blank one, but it goes into my income and expenses, which I obviously use for PlanWithBee. Again, coding columns. There's coding columns on a lot of things in my shop, you guys. I'm a coder. I love coding. So I also have an insert. I don't have it in my planner, but there's an insert that is specifically like your planning system coding overview that you guys can get if you just want to have a massive coding list, and you guys can like separate it by section if you want, put one in each section. But anyways, this has a coding column so that again at tax time I can break down everything, coding my income, coding my expenses, and see, it just makes life easier for me. Then I have other financial things in here, bank account, like savings tracker, payment trackers, a bunch of things. And then this notes page is from Perfections and Prints. By the way, guys, this is just like my on-the-go overview, but I have like a bigger financial binder. So things get transferred and there's other things that get written into my bigger one. Then it goes into my home section. These little cuties my daughter drew many years ago, probably like 3 years ago, and I thought they were so cute. She was just a toddler when she drew these, but they were just so adorable. And I've laminated so many of her like cute little doodles over the years because I don't want them to get ruined, that I use in my planners. Just keep like for scrapbooking and our photo albums and stuff like that, but so cute. And then it goes into my home section here. I just always keep a note of what I have to update on my external hard drive. Then it goes into my houseplants care guide. This, so many of you guys ask me for this. I do have a houseplants care guide overview insert in my shop. It's one that you fill in yourself. It does not look like this. This is very different. This is something that I made personally for myself a long time ago, that I like typed everything out for myself. Not that I have to look at this often, but I have this in here. And then I just had like a number for each because I was coding it against like a monthly calendar for like watering and fertilization. And the one in my shop has an actual like code section that you can put like a color or a sticker or a symbol or something, so you guys can like code your watering schedule and plant care against like a monthly calendar if you want to. But this one itself I do not have available. It's just, I mean, it has all of the information I typed up for like specifically my plants on it. So, and it goes into home measurements, and I decided not to, I reprinted like the refreshed version. So my old version had stuff written on it, but I didn't want to transfer that information over since we are hopefully moving this year. So I just figured I'd leave it blank until we get into our new home and I can just write in the new information that I need. And home maintenance, of course. So here's my home maintenance insert. I have vehicle information, which I have to fill in again because I reprinted the refreshed version. And then it goes into my vehicle maintenance. And the vehicle maintenance logs have a small like note section at the top. There's a lot of my inserts that have this, so that you can just do a quick little overview for something, so you don't have to have like a massive informational insert if you don't want to. So I just write like which car it's for, license plate number, stuff like that. And then I just fill in whenever we get something done. I have some address and contacts inserts in here, which I did not fill in. I have an address. I have my mini planner has like all my addresses and contacts in it. So I'm debating if I even want to transfer those into here, if I need them in here or not, but we'll see. So I just have those and I punch them. Oh, my hole puncher, I accidentally had the one side on the wrong size. It got shifted and then they all punched wrong. So it doesn't bother me that much. I have a picture of my husband and our daughter, which I just have covered up. Some more notes. Then it goes into my family section. So these are just like things pertaining to my family, medical info, stuff like that. This is a freebie from my website. I have another note from my daughter. Another one of these from Peanuts Planner Co. tracking some things. extracurriculars I have for my daughter. I'm currently homeschooling her this year. So there's also in this is actually a duo. It's the extracurriculars and like an overview for school information, and like a school schedule overview. And I don't need the school schedule overview because I'm homeschooling my daughter right now. But I do have the extracurriculars in here because she does do things. She goes to dance and stuff like that, and spring sports are starting up. So I have that in here to just fill in, and it just gives you a nice overview. Then it goes into medical information, which I had to obviously cover up, but I have one for each of us, including our cat. I have hers in the back. And then it goes into my collection section. And here I just have my Tombow attached here, and then it goes into just some random notes and collections of things, lists of things. So I have a wish list in here, promo code log, more list inserts. These are all from my shop. Cards to send. I know this is like crazy of me to do, but I do this all the time. After I get done with like the one cards to send list from Christmas time, which I do, like I have a double check column because I do Christmas cards and like school photos. And so basically what I do is I just track who it's going to, and I put this one in here for this year already. And I'm going to transfer the names over so that I have it ready, just because I know I'm going to be very busy this year with moving. So I'm just preparing for that. I have my someday maybe list for things that may never happen, but just like to get them out of my head and on paper. This thing is stuffed, you guys. More blank list inserts. This is a listing in my shop. It has the one that just goes straight down, so you have 2 columns, and then this with 4. And you can use this for so many things. It has blank headers, so you can use it for different categorized lists. You can use it for a shopping list. You can use it for a daily. You can put like the date in each of these and just use a daily running list. You could shop by store on it. I just use these to track like different categorized things, so I have the information. Miscellaneous section, another doodle from my daughter from a long time ago. And just lots of notes paper, just extra notes paper in here. Grid, floral, blank, stylogy, yeah, lots of it. I have another one of these just on the back to kind of make it pretty, which is again from Kailani Designs Co on Etsy. And this like page lifter, which is from Dividers R Us. And then in the back I have another ollie clip. I love this like holographic one. And note, this is an old, my daughter made this for me a long time ago, and it's just kind of just sits in my planner all the time because it's too big to hole punch it in there. A receipt that I have to scan into Fetch, and then some important papers tucked in the very back here that I have to take care of. So that's it, you guys. It's really functional and streamlined, and I love it so much. I just love how thrown together it is. It just works for me. I hope you guys enjoyed the flip. I know this was a very long chatty video. I thank you guys so much for sticking around to the end, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.